The Joe Rogan Experience.
I've had anxiety my whole life. 21, I was hospitalized for anxiety when I was 20, and they didn't know what it was. They thought you were just nuts and gave you Thorazine and Haldol, and you shuffled around like a crazy man. This is
So explain to me what it feels like. What is this anxiety like?
Well,
that you would
now when I
have to
had
be
it,
hospitalized?
when I had it bad, well, I felt so disconnected that even when I talked, it felt like an echo almost, like I was outside of myself.
Right.
Like if I look in the mirror, I'm going, who am I looking at? It was just
whoa.
so disconnected.
And you were 21?
Yeah, 21.
Wow.
Smoking pot and stuff.
Oh, well,
but-
that's it.
well, some of it was probably where am I going in life? What am I doing?
And you're getting high.
And I'm getting
which
high.
is like, oh.
You know.
If you're freaking out and you get high.
Yeah.
Do
You know, so
you have to pee right now?
No, why do you?
Because you said you have to go to the bathroom. You were
I-
talking about your story then. Okay.
Oh.
Because I was like preparing to like cut it off and let you go to the bathroom.
No,
Okay.
no. This is the best day
You
of
were
my
talking-
life.
Okay.
Except for the fucking map. It
Map
brings
was
out the
great.
map.
The map turned out great.
It turned out a good little conversation. I got,
Sure.
I had to talk. Fucking listen. Oh, thank God it's Monday. Thursday. The Thursday ones are so much better. I'm Monday. So, my anxiety. Wait, what did it feel like, or what?
Yeah. What was like when you said it overwhelmed
Well,
you to the point you had to go to a hospital? Was
well,
your heart
20
beating?
I didn't know what was going on. It turned into panic or whatever.
Right.
Like I was so fucked up. My friends, I was going. I was selling meat and seafood out of a car, out of a truck. Some businesses back then. I went to this therapist. I go, help me. I'll give you some free steaks and seafood. And I was just out of my fucking mind. And I get anxiety talking about it. It really gives you a little anxiety. So my friends go, let's take him to Florida. He needs a vacation. We drove to Florida. I was there for a day. I said, I got to get the fuck out of here. Take me home. And we drove there and drove back. Then I checked into the hospital, the 5th floor, basically, for fucking
Cuckoos.
Because they really didn't know what anxiety was back then.
Isn't that crazy? Because that's not that long ago in human history.
Well, I mean, it was 40-something years ago.
But isn't
And
that nuts? Just like
yes.
in the last 40 years, how much they've learned.
Well, yeah, but also, too, it's easier to say that person's nuts, give them Thorazine, Haldol, whatever antipsychotic drugs are. And I swear to God, my day was, and then I would shuffle around the floor
hospital?
with this girl. This one girl, we shuffled. My friends came up to see me, and I'm like, I can't see you today. We're going for a walk. I was like one flew of the cuckoo. I was fucking out of my mind. So
That could have been you for the rest of your life.
Oh, Jesus. So, I know. Well, because I
people-
did do acid in my day, and people sometimes do that shit and never come back. Never come back. And I saw that on Dragnet. So,
Well, it's in real life.
yeah, it is real life.
Stearns talked about that. He
Yeah.
did a big dose of acid once, and he was fucked up for a long time.
It'll fuck you up.
There's a guy from Pink Floyd that disappeared.
Oh, I hope it's fucking Roger Waters.
No, how dare you?
How dare I?
How dare you?
Uh,
What's his name again? Shine on You, Crazy Diamond?
Oh, you mean he did acid? Just
Yeah. It's not just one person. There's been a lot of people that had an acid trip and just never came back.
My brother did it when we were doing it. He was real young, and he was having a bad trip, and I had to babysit him the whole day.
Yeah, it's fucking scary. Yeah, that's it. David Gilmour.
So,
Written by David Gilmour. But it's not, it's about, who was it about? Sid Barrett, that's right. Sid Barrett did acid, went crazy. See, right there. Departed from the band in 1968 after dealing with the mental health problems and substance abuse. The story is he never came back.
it's crazy. How that's the most, that drug is so uncontrollable.
Well, also, what's the dose? An effective dose is a droplet on your tongue, which is crazy.
Well, we were doing blotter or window pane, four-way window
Right.
pane.
Who's
back
making
in-
that? They're not making it in the same labs where they're making Tylenol. They're
No.
making it in some fucking Grateful
some
Dead
guy
basement.
Also, too much goes into that drop.
Yeah.
So, I got out of the hospital, and for years, I don't know however long it took, it passed. Life started getting better, whatever.
Okay.
Then, and I would get anxiety, it would come and go. But back then, I didn't know what it was. It turned into panic. And so then when I was 40, I would watch my kids. After I got divorced, I would have my kids every day. I would work nights, and I watched my, I guess, 4 and 6-year-old. My wife would either drop them off, or I would pick them up, then drop them off. I would have them in the days. My day was my kids, whatever. Go to the park, do this, do that, just watch my kids. So then they went off to school full time, nursery, first grade. So now I'm at 40 years old, living in some fucking third floor apartment, divorced from my first wife, bouncing off of fucking walls again. I mean, fucking 40 years old.
No purpose.
No, just I'm going. I got to quit comedy. I got to go into the psych ward. I'm fucked up. This is fucked up. So I found this therapist who was also, and I was already sober. I found this therapist that was in recovery, and he basically brought me back, some medication through his partner who was a psychiatrist. He was a therapist. Great. I could talk. I could say anything to him, whatever, And then it just got better. And then I realized and worked knowing whatever anxiety I feel, it'll pass. Nothing lasts forever. It'll pass. Like I had a little anxiety for the last week thinking about this. I go, what,
Really?
A little bit and we're friends and I've done podcasts and what Bonnie goes, shut up and be funny, be whatever. A million things went through my fucking head. Cause I mean, shit, you've had fucking Trump on, Elon, you know what I mean? And that's my low self-esteem. Cause of course I should be doing everything in my mind. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?